Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you are enjoying your Wednesday, January 3rd. Hopefully this video reaches you when you're at home and cozy and relaxing, done with your day of work. Welcome in, welcome to the stream. Thank you for supporting the channel. Wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing free readings right now, so if you guys have a question you'd like to ask, go for it. Amira, welcome in. Amira, I have a yes, justice. You can look more up on the justice card on Google if you want further information. Tracy, go ahead and ask your question. Thank you, High Priestess. As soon as I get the notification, I will let you know. Also, Tracy, I'm sorry to hear about that. Tracy, I am getting a yes, the Magician. High Priestess, I'm getting a yes, Ace of Cups. You're welcome, Amira. Hey, Haley. Happy New Year. Earth Angel, I'm getting a... Oh, I think it's possible. I just don't think I have a clear path for that question to give you a yes. I think this is a relationship that requires a lot of work and effort, and there may be an easier path ahead for you with someone else. Sorry, High Priestess. You're welcome, Tracy. High Priestess, it looks like your donation is pending. So once that comes through, I will let you know and we can get started. You can donate. The $10 would get you an in-depth reading where I pull multiple cards. Depending on your question, sometimes I pull Oracle into it as well. So it can just be one question if you'd like. Haley, I have 2 of Cups. I think you did well. I think you did well in the interview, Haley. I think you did well. You're welcome, Haley. I've only had 2 likes so far, guys. Don't do me like that. I know I've answered a lot of free questions so far. The only thing I ask is you guys like the live stream. Nisha, I am getting a yes, King of Cups. Hey, Naisha. Hey, Terry. Doing well today. Let's see. Terry, I am getting a yes, 7 of Pentacles. There may be some delays. This card usually means having patience, so he might have a delay on one flight or a connecting flight if he's taking multiple. It could mean like a delayed landing or like his whole day got pushed back or something, but I am getting a yes. It's going to come. He will arrive, but I think it will be today, if that's the plan. But I think that there could have been some delays in this traveling process. Naisha, it's going to take some persuasion from you. I think you have to come to him with like a really good deal or plan or business plan, but I am getting a yes. Queen of Wands. Sometimes Queen of Wands are like irresistible or hard to resist. You typically can get what you want and talk your way into anything. They're good salesmen or saleswomen as well. So ultimately, I do think this person is going to allow you to do that. But again, it may just take some coercion on your side. You're welcome, Terry. So High Priestess, it's still pending, but Naisha also donated through Cash App and hers is pending as well. So I'm just waiting for that to process, but we still have about 6 minutes left of the free list anyways, so we still have a little bit of time before we get started on donated reads. Go ahead and post your yes no questions if you haven't had a question answered yet. Sherry, yes, you can be added. I'll be with you in just a minute. You're welcome, Nisha. Someone new in love in January, Sherry. I'm getting a maybe. I don't have a clear path to give you a concrete answer. Two of Pentacles can either mean that you're balancing yourself between two love interests. So maybe you're just doing some dating and maybe haven't quite found love in January. Or it could just mean that you're just not supposed to know the answer. Two of Pentacles technically is a maybe, so I think it's possible. Keep yourself open, but just know that love might not come in January. So Lala Loopsy, I have a no. I have the 9 of Wands. Naisha, that sounds good. Christina Lind, yes. Thank you for donating, SB. I'll add you to the list in just a minute. You're welcome, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Christina Lind, I'm getting E out right now. 9 of Swords. Have a good night, Sherry. All right, High Priestess, your donation came through. I'm going to go ahead and post the order of donations on the screen just so everyone knows where they are. But keep in mind that I am having issues tonight with orders or like donations processing and taking a minute to come through. So just be patient with me. Christina, that's such a long time. Yeah, I just got the notification at 6:56, High Priestess. So it must have just taken a minute. The thing is that I do see it in pending. So I believed you, of course, but it just hadn't actually gone to my side. Same for Naisha, same for SB. You guys are in pending. So it may just take a minute to transfer over. Yeah, Cash App seems to be the only app that does that. I get a lot of pending donations. I'm not sure why it does that. I actually looked up why does Cash App do pending payments, and it says that I have not accepted the payment, but there's no place for me to accept it. And then it says, or the recipient has set their account to require manual approval of payments, which my account is not set up that way. And then it says there's an issue with the sender's bank account, or the recipient's bank account. So really there's not like an actual, and then it says, or lastly, it's a technical issue. So there's not really like a concrete reason as to why something like that would happen. But I have faith in it. Okay, so Niasia's just came through. It's all starting to process now. We are about to close the free list. If anybody has a last minute yes, no, let me know. But the free list is about to close. Christina Lind, I got a no for you. I don't know how to elaborate further on that. Yeah, you're more than welcome to get a reading to see if you have any blocks or anything, if you want me to look further into that for you. Hi, Priestess. I'll wait. Let me know. Jade Sanders, if you want to stick around for your question to be answered, I'll answer it in between donations. Jade, just make sure you're here when I call on you, okay? Christina, you can't find happiness with someone else. You have to find happiness with yourself first. If you constantly are allowing other people to depict whether or not you're happy or whether or not you want to pursue life here on this planet, then if anything happens to them, then you're going to be back in this position. You have to be happy on your own first. And not only that, but you have to know your worth in order to have someone worthy of you. Thanks, Jade. Okay, High Priestess, I went ahead and put the question on the screen that I believe is what it is that you wanted me to answer, the revised one. So just confirm that what I have on the screen is the correct question that I'm shuffling for. All right, everyone's donation so far has been processed. We're not waiting on anyone else's payment at the moment, okay? All right, perfect. Thank you, High Priestess. Shuffling for you now. So there's some aspects, High Priestess, where Chris feels like he is failing you. I think that it's finally clicked for him why this is so important to you, why this argument that you guys are having is so important. I do have that you'll reconcile. I have a reunion here, so you'll come back to one another. But I do feel like for him, he's just like, I've really like failed her. Like I have really just been kind of half-assing everything and making excuses. And I do feel like now he's like, it's like fully clicked for him as to why this is such a big deal. Let's see. He had the theme here of him learning lessons. I see. I do have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and this talks about not lying anymore, not running away from your problems, not sneaking around. Like, Seven of Swords talks about like putting yourself out there, making things known, making things public, or like just basically not hiding anymore. What are his thoughts, please? We have the Hermit in reverse, so I do feel like he's ready to come out of hiding. What are his thoughts on this? The Devil. This is a big turning point for him in his life. This is basically like, you know how they say a butterfly effect, like something so little could affect like ripples, right? Like it could be like residual ripples throughout and affect so many things around them just by one little movement. And so kind of what spirit's showing me is that one little choice that he makes is literally going to depict the trajectory of the rest of his life at this point, and this is a pivotal moment for him. This is a turning point in this connection that will determine whether or not you guys are able to move on from this, if you're able to move forward from this. He could lose you just as quickly as he could fix and resolve this issue that you guys are having. It seems as though he is understanding your side of things. I think for so long he was trying to figure out why this was such a big deal. I do think he understands now why this is such a big deal to him. Um, Maybe he was just looking for, he just didn't want any conflict. He just didn't want any drama. But I think that you need to follow your gut here, because until he can start until he can start moving differently, I think that you need to just follow your gut, because intuitively you're seeing something isn't right here. I can just feel like something isn't right. And I think that you're spot on with that. So we have the regret card. So he's feeling disappointed in himself. It's coming through again. I think that he's putting you in a very frustrating, upsetting place. And it's unfair, the position that you're being put in, I will say. As far as his feelings, I have unfinished business. There are things to resolve and discuss. I think that he wants to reapproach you, but you have conditions and he needs to agree to those terms. We have third party. There are other things that are getting in the way of us being together, which you're like, duh, I know that. Runner. He's saying he doesn't want to run anymore. I think maybe he's getting to the point where he wants to deal with things head on. He's tired of playing the middleman. He's got to make a decision here. Reciprocity, I want to have equal give and take. Okay, so I think he's more open right now. Oh, wow. Because remember I said earlier that he failed you, like he feels like he failed you? I have neglected. I failed to give you what you need, and that card just came out. So I think for him, if it's really not that big of a deal as he's making it out to seem it's not a big deal, then he needs to just give in and give you what you want, especially if he doesn't want to lose you. Yeah, so that is what I have for you, High Priestess. Thank you for your donation. Naija, if you'd like to post your question, feel free. Jade, if you're in here, please check in with me. You're welcome, High Priestess. Good luck with everything. Hey, Jade, I'm shuffling for you now. Will I only have girl babies, no boy? Will she only have girl babies? Show me a yes or a no for Jade, please. I think you have a son. I think you have a spirit baby out there. That's a boy. We have the moon in the world. So I think that this spirit baby has not decided to incarnate on the earth yet. But if and when he does, it will be a boy. Will she only have girl babies? I'm getting no. I think that you've got a son around you. High Priestess, I'm so done, Luna. You have no idea. I've been through a lot with this man. He's lucky I've given him another chance. Yeah, for sure. And that the thing is that your history is going to have a high impact. It's not that you can't come back from this, but you can't ignore what y'all have been through together. And that could influence the dynamic of your relationship. It could be very hard to work through those things. Not that you can't. I'm not saying that, but I think when everything is said and done, is it just harder? Amira, does male D have a crush? Does male D have a crush? Amira, you're asking two questions, so I'm not going to answer both. That's against my rules. Does male D have a crush? You're welcome, Jade. Amira, yeah, I think that he does have a crush. Naisha. All right, Naisha, let's do yours. You're welcome, Amira. You see me using my landlord's property to start my business. So Naisha, interestingly, I'm hearing that it's a property that this landlord, I'm assuming it's a male, your landlord is a property that he has not obtained yet. I don't think it's a property that currently exists under his name. I think it's one that he will acquire at some point, but has not acquired just yet. So I do see you using a landlord's property to start a business, but I don't think that it's one that he already has, if that makes sense. I think it's one that he will obtain at some point. Either he's going to build it, or he's going to buy it. He has 29 properties. Holy crap. Let's see. So I have the Nine of Pentacles, so I feel like Spirit is saying you are going to get what you want here. Let's see. How will this go? High Priestess, I'll add you back into the list. Thank you. How will this go? Temperance. It seems like a good business partner to have. Seems like he knows what he's doing. But I'm getting some messages here. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Can you confirm why 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles is here? Queen of Wands. Okay, so this isn't anything bad for you. This is actually just depicting the type of energy of those that you're helping. Queen of Wands is here again, so I feel like you're going to be very successful at this. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, compassion, loving energy, nurturing energy, entrepreneurial spirit, boss babe. How will this go? How will the connection between her and her landlord be? How will their partnership go? Partnership will go Seven of Cups. This could indicate that this could branch off into something else as well. You could build on this first business partnership into something more. So, for example, someone can go from like a mom and pop shop to then going corporate and taking that one idea that they had and putting it now all over the country. So just kind of something along those lines where like this could be a spinoff into a completely different thing. This can spark inspiration for you to start here and then maybe build another one of these somewhere else. Or this could spark inspiration and give you an idea for something else that may be semi-related but not exactly the same. And I feel like this partnership is pretty good overall. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Swords here? So, Naija, I think what's really important is that because this partnership is looking lucrative, it's looking beneficial for both parties, always keep in mind the business sense first. Your landlord has a business sense. Your landlord is able to take something and make it into something more. Like you just said, he has multiple, like tons of properties. And so he's always going to be thinking business first. You need to too as well for this relationship to be sustainable. If he finds that he's hemorrhaging money or he's losing out or anything like that, he might try to walk away. I'm not saying he's going to screw you over, but I am saying that there is this potential to continue to build with this person. But the second that something goes wrong, if something goes wrong, this person might pull out. So just keep in mind, like, we're making smart business decisions, we're buying the right properties, we're looking at the right things. Because so long as this landlord feels like they are getting something out of it, they'll continue to do it. And as a matter of fact, they'll allow you to talk them into other business endeavors. I just think this person's very protective of themselves. And if they feel like this is all for naught or this isn't working out the way they want, you could lose that momentum. You could lose that potential with this person to not only be successful with the first business that you start, but also any business that would succeed after that. Hey, Jazz. How are you? Hey, Sophie. Thanks for the donation. I'm going to update the donation list momentarily. He seems genuine, like he wants me to do well. Yeah, I completely understand. He has children. I would be protective too. So that is what I have for the first question. Let's take a look at the second question. Yeah, I think that's great, Naija. I think especially too if you are vocal to this landlord about like how hands-on you plan to be, as well as like how protective you are of this. I think that's going to instill a lot of faith, and that's important. Hey, Jazz, thanks for the donation. I'm going to update the list momentarily. That'll be good, Naija. And I think, honestly, the sky's the limit with this person. I think that it could go very well, and just continue to build on that. I also think that this person might be what is the word? Unexpected. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. An unexpected mentor for you. What does Spirit want me to work on during this business journey? What does Spirit want you to work on? Let's see. Sophie, so I'm gonna verbally tell you the list right now, but I will type it in the chat when I get a second. So I have SB is next. No, actually, Sophie, you've only got one person ahead of you. I have SB is next, then I have Sophie, and then I have Jazz. You're welcome. I need to grab a drink really quickly, guys. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. James, thank you for the donation. You'll be after Jazz, okay? All right. What does Spirit want Naisha to know while working on this business journey, please? What do you want Naisha to know? High Priestess. For some reason, your donation has not come through. I'm going off of my notifications through my email. Let me check here. High Priestess, I got a donation from you at 6:56, which was it's 7:27 my time. You said that you donated again at 7:18, and I didn't receive it yet. Let's see. That's why it wasn't added to the list, because I haven't gotten it yet. I'll let you know when I do, though, okay? And James, you're added to the list, okay? Minor, you can hang out for your reading to be answered, but it'll have to be in between donations, so just sit tight. So Niasia, the first thing is they want you to build up your defenses. They want you to be like armed and ready. And I think in a business sense, this is education wise. This is learning as much as you possibly can to set yourself up for success. So this could be something that you're paying for. This could also be something that you're doing like online courses. This could be YouTube, like this could be something free. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're hemorrhaging money with or about. But I feel like Spirit is saying arm yourself. Like, get your defenses in order. This could be researching people on who to network with. This could be making sure you have a good lawyer and a good accountant lined up. But basically, just like get things in order is what Spirit is saying. You're not making moves just yet, but get things in order. Set yourself up for success. Get as educated as possible, because if you're in business meetings and you're having conversations with people and you overhear someone say something to you and you're kind of like, I don't really know like what that was all about. But maybe if you took a class on something, you might be able to pick up, is someone trying to pull a fast one on you, or is someone actually making sense? I think it's kind of like just stacking the odds in your corner to be in your favor. So however much you can obtain mentally, um even financially as well, and just getting things kind of lined up, as learning as much as you can. um if this is like a non for profit that you're trying to do as well, then maybe reaching out to other people who have done this before, and maybe in a similar field, and like see if you can kind of get an inside scoop, maybe do like some volunteer work or some interning or something like that, where you can kind of say, hey, is it okay if I shadow you for a little bit, see what I can learn, maybe get some hands-on experience. For your particular situation, Spirit is kind of saying get your defenses ready, like get yourself as protected as possible. Hey Rising, thank you for the donation. James, love option 2. Okay, I got you. And James, I also have your second question. What do you want her to be working on, please? This is an interesting one, Naija, because this isn't really something that you can learn. It's kind of like a muscle that you like strengthen, but it's something that's already a part of you. They want you to strengthen your intuition. They want you to trust your gut. And so when you're trying to strengthen your intuition, you might be interested in diving into tarot. You might be interested in um, doing like intuitive tests where you try to strengthen your intuition and trust and rely on your intuition a little bit more. They have these like videos out there that are like, what color rock is in my hand? And like, it'll be any color. They'll be like red, pink, or orange or something like that. And you probably think instantly orange, and then they'll show you orange. That's basically testing your intuition and allowing you to understand what it feels like to be right and what it feels like to trust that instinct. So that's another thing, because you're probably going to be getting a lot of intuitive messages, and it's important that you know what it feels like when you're right about something. When something doesn't seem right or too good to be true, you need to know what that feels like internally. Let's see. What does she need to be working on? What does she need to be working on? I feel like honestly, this just comes back to protecting yourself, just getting in with the right people. But we do have the sun here, and this talks about getting back to your joy, getting back to your happiness. What inspires you? Like, do you like to get creative? Did you have a hobby that you really enjoy that you've kind of neglected? The sun is here to kind of say that no matter how much preparation we do is better than nothing. But one of the best things we can do for ourselves is raise our vibration. Vibration is love, enjoyment, happiness, gratefulness. And so when you can get back to doing something that you do love or enjoy, you can then be more in that energy. And when we're in a higher vibrational state, we attract better opportunities to ourselves. So, doing something that you enjoy doing, cooking, dancing, singing, anything especially creative, I think will put you in a natural higher vibration. Therefore, the better things are going to come to you much more easily. Asia, that sounds good. So do something creative that makes you happy. I know, Naija, you're a busy woman and you don't have all the time in the world to dedicate to craft. But I think that getting back into your like childlike energy, childlike state, um, will really help attract opportunities to you that wouldn't normally make their way over if you were in a lower vibrational place. Childlike states, just believe. You don't think when you're a kid and you want to do something, you don't think of all the negative ways in which you can like, as an adult, I feel a lot of the times we try to figure the way out. We try to figure out what blocks are there. um we say this is my end goal, but then instantly we start thinking of all the ways in which we're never going to get there. As an adult, we just get to that point. I don't know if it's like self-protection, self-preservation, maybe just trying to mentally prepare us for failure. I don't know, but like in our heads, we go, this is what I want to do, and then we immediately start thinking of all the ways that it's not going to work out. I think as a kid, they go, I want to be an astronaut, and then they go, that's it, that's the end of their thought. You know what I mean? Like, they're not sitting here thinking, oh well, then I'm gonna have to go 3 years of schooling, and I'm not really good at math, is that gonna affect things? Like, I'm not really good at science, is that gonna affect things? Oh, but then we have all these student loans that I'm gonna have to pay. Like, no, kids don't think like that. Kids think, I'm gonna be an astronaut, period. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like when Spirit is saying get back to your childlike state, is like, try not to think so much about what can get in your way, what's going to stop you from getting there, right? Just think, what is your goal, and let that be the end of your thought. Get back into a childlike thought process where you're just more so excited about something and you're not really thinking about all the little details. You just go, that would be really cool, and then be done with it. So yeah, maybe a little bit of reworking your thought process a little bit, just in a more positive state would be good. But otherwise, I mean, I don't see a lot of things here that you need to be working on. All right, so we have SB. I'm trying to see all of the order of everything. SB, Sophie. Tejas, James. I do not have High Priestess's second donation yet. High Priestess, if you're in here, I have not received your second donation. Just letting you know, okay? Going to rewind this and record for notes. You're spot on. We'll keep you posted. Appreciate it as always. Totally resonated. You're welcome, Naisha. Thanks for stopping in. High Priestess donated after SB. So High Priestess, I don't have that here. I bet you too, High Priestess, if you were to request a refund, you wouldn't be able to, because I never received the money. So go ahead and try to request a refund. I'm curious, just for temporarily request a refund. I'm curious if like I get a notification on your end, because I have in Cash App, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 donations. Before that, it was from yesterday. The first donation that I have, donation 1, actually was Nyasia, believe it or not. Even though you technically donated before her when it very first started, Nyasia's donation came in first. Then yours came in right after that at 656. Oh, it didn't go through? Oh no. Aw, damn. I'm sorry, girl. Night, Nyasia. Have a good evening. I was gonna say, I'm like pretty positive I didn't get it. Okay, let's see. All right, so Nyasia, we took care of her. SB, we're about to do SB. Boom. Okay, so let me add you back in, High Priestess. I'm sorry about that. Let me see. All right, so once that comes through, High Priestess, I will let you know. Let me see. It might be impending now. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's in pending now, High Priestess, so I'm just going to go ahead and add you to the list. I'm sure by the time that I get to you, it'll be there. Okay? All right, so SB wants a love spread. So SB, just to confirm, you want a 10 card love spread, 9 card love spread, the in-depth love spread, and then you want 2 mini readings after that. Is that correct? Micro love spread and 2 minis. Okay, got you. Perfect. All right, so I got SB, I got Jade, I got High Priestess, I got Sophie, I got Jazz, I got James. Is Manor still here? Manor, if you're still here, please check in. I'm gonna do your reading after this if you're still here. Just your free yes, no. Oh, and Rising donated? Oh my god. We have so many updates to do. Hold on. My email must just not be working. I've been going by... Okay, Rising Storm said she donated. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. This is ridiculous. I feel like we're still dealing with the after effects of Mercury retrograde. This is wild. Yeah. Rising donated at 7:28. Oh my god. Why is my email not working? All right, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to do this in time order just to be fair. So just bear with me, please. All right. So SB donated at 7:04. Then Sophie at 7:19. Then Jazz at 7:22. Then Rising, no, maybe James at 7:25. Then Rising at 7:28. And High Priestess just came through at 7:41. Okay. So I'm redoing the donation list. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm struggling with all these donations coming through at the right time. So I just double checked. Donations are in time order. So it's the time that I received them is the way that I'm posting it in the chat. If you don't see your name, please let me know. But I think that I've gotten it all straight at this point. So I am sorry about that. This is not how it's supposed to go. I typically can just go by my email and just go down the list from there. But for whatever reason, I'm missing information. All right, so I got Rising for a BOGO. I got James for a love option and mini. And then I have SB. Okay. I think we're good. Everyone, I think we're good. Thank you. Thank you for your patience while I work through that. SB says love spread Nate and I. Or not Nate and I, N and I. N and I. SB says N and I love spread. N and I love spread. N and I love spread. For SB, please. N and SB. N and SB. So SB, I am getting that N and U have the potential to be end game. So what I mean by that is that I feel like there is the potential here for you guys to work out in the end and end up together. The only thing with that is the Nine of Pentacles here makes me feel like it's gonna take you a long time to get there. So this could be a long game. This could be a work in progress. This could be a like you are gonna have to date a couple other people first before you guys can come together. Nine of Pentacles is like it's like when you're just at the end of life. Not saying that's going to take you guys like till you're 75 to be together. I'm not saying that, but I feel like Spirit is saying like this isn't something that's going to come to you young. This isn't something that's going to come to you immediately. So I guess it would just depend on where you guys are in your relationship. Like, have you known each other for 7 years? Then the time is probably coming around the corner for you guys to get together. If this is someone that you just met or someone that you recently have become friends with or like starting to communicate and connect with, this is like a newer thing. This could take a while. This could take like them having to work out things with their situationships. You might have to date someone for a little while and work through other lessons before you and this person can come together. That's kind of what that energy is. As far as like what he okay Okay, 2 years, that's still a long time. Um, how he feels about you, we have the King of Cups. So, I do feel like he feels like he can be authentic with you. He feels like he doesn't really have to hold back or hide any aspect of himself when it comes to you, which he really likes. He feels like he can be um, open, vulnerable, even. Um, I feel like he acknowledges you as a human being. He doesn't look at you as like an object or an option. He probably even like respects who you are as well. I feel like with the King of Cups being his feelings, it indicates that he has like love for you or he has feelings for you. And I feel like there's this like desire from him to have a heart to heart conversation, but I don't think he shows that in his actions because his intentions here is the Four of Swords, which talks about being closed off, being like unable to express himself, even though there's multiple cards here indicating that he wants to communicate to you. But it's not just like, oh, I want to talk to you. I miss hearing your voice. It's like I want to be open with you. I want to have a heart to heart and be vulnerable. I want to communicate with you in a way that requires depth and understanding. He's in London. Um, but I see here with like the Four of Swords that he is a bit closed off though. Like maybe with you he opens up a little bit more, but generally speaking, he's not one to make big moves, I feel. When it comes to like romantic interest. I do see here as far as like what you want, we have the Knight of Wands. Maybe you want him to be more forward or more forthright. Maybe you want him to be the man and just take you and just like have his way with you. Knight of Wands is kind of scandalous a little bit. It's like someone who just like really follows their passion, their urges, their instincts, and acts on those. Um, maybe you want him to just be more like come and get you kind of energy. The Tower in reverse talks about what they want. So I feel like this person is looking for stability. This person does not want chaos. Maybe they've had that and that was fun while it lasted, but it's not what they're looking for now. So they could be looking for more predictability in their love life. Yes, wow, he told me we should talk last week, but we haven't yet. He definitely wants to have a heart to heart with you. What brings you together? Let's see. Wait, is that where I'm at right now? Oh yeah. Um, I don't think you guys have a lot of strengths versus weaknesses. I think for your strength, it would just be like, I'm down for whatever. Like, I feel like your future plans are kind of open ended, SP, and I feel like his are as well. You are kind of like, yeah, I'd like to know what's coming for me, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be in a particular location. I don't have to be in this specific place or have this specific income or have this specific job. Like for you, you're kind of just like open ended, I think. And he's similarly like he might have plans, but I think that he would say, I would change my plans for the right person. Um, I think that you have goals, he has goals, right? But I think that overall, if you found someone that was worth it, you would change those things. You would change some aspects of yourself to compromise. And I think that could be a strength for the both of you is that, where it matters, you'd be willing to try to find a way to make it work. You wouldn't just give up. Um, I don't really see many weaknesses, honestly. I have the Five of Wands, so there could be some external conflict. Maybe not necessarily anything to do with you in particular or him, but there could be some issues surrounding you guys, like people in your life or situations that you're in that could affect the relationship. Um, energy around the relationship, King of Wands. So I think you both like the idea of forging your own path. Um, maybe the what's hidden being the Hanged Man is that you guys are really good at seeing the other person's perspective. Like you're good at seeing his side, he's good at seeing your side. Um, there's like a level of compassion within this connection that you two have that makes me feel like he would never want to put you out or make you do something that you don't want to do. And I think you feel the same way. But we can't let that stop us. Like if he is what you want and he's someone that you want to be with and he feels the same way about you, you guys can't worry so much about, oh, well, I don't want to do this because that's going to affect it. You guys have to fight for this. That's all I got to say. Like, he has to fight for you. You have to fight for him. If his career is more important, then you've got to figure a way to get to him. Or he has to figure out a way to do what his career is where you're located. If location's more important to him, if he wants to be near his family where he lives, then you've got to make that work. Or if you are hard pressed about the schooling that your kid goes to, and you're in the location where you want your child to grow up, then he's got to compromise to that. It's like you guys really have to fight for each other here, and maybe that is why it's like this slow roll here. It's like this slow boil because you both need to just be like, you know what, I fucking want you, I want you, I want to be with you, and let's figure out where our blocks are and figure out how to overcome them and communicate that. But yeah, that's what I've got for you, SP. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for your second question. Yeah, like you just got to deal with these things head on and be like, nothing, if we don't want anything to get in the way of our connection, then we can't let anything get in the way of our connection. So, what do you think our obstacles are? What do I think our obstacles are? And how can we come to a compromise? He needs to not worry so much about your feelings, and you need to not worry about his feelings. You guys just need to speak very like practically. Like be very practical here. Try not to allow feelings to influence, because your compassion for his position and his compassion for yours could get you guys to a stalemate, and then nothing's ever going to grow out of it. So we just have to get like really, just like really in that fighting position, fight for each other and figure it out later. So SB, I think for now it's okay. For now it's all right. He wants to come here. I'm so proud of him. He graduated from Oxford recently, but I think he was implying he wants to find work before starting anything. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's important for him to find work here then. You know what I mean? Like he needs to figure that aspect of it out. And where we are in the States is such a big country. Like, is he going to move like near you? Is he going to move somewhere else, like states away? Because that can still be complicated. As far as like it being beneficial long term, SP, I mean, I think it is a honorable sacrifice. I think that I think there is long-term reward, SP, for you doing this. But I think that it's going to hit you a little harder than you thought. I think that you're going to think to yourself, could I have done both? Or could I have at least tried and see if it's something that I could do? Am I scared? Am I just scared? Am I scared to put myself out there? Am I using my son as an excuse? Is this something I really wanted to do, or did I use this as an excuse because it's not something that I really want to do? I think that over time, you're going to really start asking yourself the hard questions. And I think for now, it's good. For now, it's fine. And I think that your son is going to benefit from it. Thank you, SB. I'm glad that you enjoyed that reading. But I think that long term, I think you're gonna start asking yourself the questions like, should I have done it? Because I'd be halfway done by now if I already got started. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this could have a residual impact or feel like consequential months down the road. Like, I don't know. So I feel like, yes, in the moment, this is beneficial. It's helping you. You're having more free time. Your son is able to, enjoy more, do more, be more involved with things. And I think it's an honorable sacrifice. I also feel like you might be wondering down the line, like, if it was the right decision. I don't know. I don't think down the line, like, you're gonna find it to have been worth it. Um, I don't know. I'm just kinda getting, like, a lot of, like, looking back and wondering if this was the right choice. So it's hard to answer that question because it feels like, yes, right now is fine, but down the road, I think you might be wondering if it was the best decision long term, and that's the part that I'm a little stuck on. Minor, if you're here, please check in with me. Hey, Taka, thank you for donating. I'll add you to the list, okay? SB, I have that ADHD meds and therapy is going to work really, really well for you. I have a lot of positive cards. I have the Eight of Wands. I have the Sun, the King of Cups. Let's see here. I think that therapy is going to be something that's going to take a while for you to open up. You're going to have to go through the darkness first before it starts to feel like it's getting better. Sorry, me out. I was gonna say you may be hesitant to open up initially, like it may be hard for you. You might be thinking to yourself, let's start surface level. Let me just talk about the things that would make sense. But I feel like down the line, you're eventually going to find yourself opening up more and more and more, and realizing that maybe you shouldn't have been so blocked in the first place. But I think that's just a natural feeling because it could be like anxiety inducing to even get started. But I see like transformation. I do. As far as ADHD medication as well, I think that's going to go really well for you. Eight of Wands means that there's movement. By doing these things, you're creating this movement in your life where maybe for a while you felt a little bit stagnant. I feel like things start to feel a little bit looser, like you're able to kick up the dust a bit on things that may have settled and started bothering you. The sun indicates the sun shining down on the situation, happiness, maybe feeling more fulfilled. And I think that honestly, there's a lot of like mental issues we could have that are very debilitating on us. And until we understand where it comes from, where it stems from, or until we can understand it on a like physiological level or like a biological level, what's happening to us, it can be really debilitating. But I think that once we understand it in a very practical way, it doesn't have as much control over us. And so I think these two things synergistically are going to work really well for you. Minor, if you're here, please check in with me. Sophie, if you're here, please check in. Oh, thank you. Thank you, SB. You're welcome. All right, so I went ahead and posted the donation list that we've got going right now. Hey, Sophie. All right, I'm shuffling for you now. Oh, Taka, let me add you to the list too. I'm sorry. Hold on. Ooh, Sophie, we have Temperance, Empress, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So this continues to feel like a roller coaster, Sophie. I feel like it's like two steps forward, one step back. I see a lot of in and out energy still. So with the Temperance and the Empress, it feels like there is opportunity for growth. There's fertile ground here. There's understanding. But I see here like Two of Pentacles paired with Nine of Wands, which indicates like a need for balance. Maybe you providing more effort in this connection than D is. Maybe you feel like the energy is imbalanced and the effort is not balanced. And this could lead one to be guarded. We also have the Fool and then the 10 of Wands right after it. So it could feel like, oh, something new is going to start here, something good, this feels good. And then the 10 of Wands is like instant disappointment. And so I feel like this is what I'm going to say, Sophie. I feel like a romantic relationship is absolutely possible, and maybe even probable in 2024 with this person. I just don't see it being a stable connection. And so there could be a lot of disagreements, breaking up, getting back together. Or if you guys don't quite get to a committed relationship, maybe you guys are in like a situationship. There's a lot of like on and off, hot and cold, in and out energy. So it just doesn't feel stable this year. It feels like a hard relationship. Let me see. What's the highest potential that they'll get to here in 2024? 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands. There's just conflict with this person. So like not seeing eye to eye. This person may just be unwilling to give you what you want. Exactly, Sophie. It doesn't feel like a committed relationship. Sophie, yes, I'll do up to 3 readings per turn. So if you want to add on to your reading, you can. You do not go to the back of the line. I have a maximum of 3 readings per turn. So if you want to add to your reading, you're more than welcome to do that. And everyone that donates does know that rule, so it's not going to be a surprise to anyone. The only what is the word? The only condition is that you have to do it during your turn. Like if you are done with your turn and then I'm on someone else's turn, then you do just go back into normal rotation. So you either have to add to it before I get to you or during your turn. Okay, let me check. Yep, I just got it. Are you doing a yes/no reading? Jose Del Carmo, hi, how are you? Okay, let me know when you're ready and I will shuffle for you. Next up after Sophie, we have Ajaz. Ajaz had to leave for an important phone call. But Ajaz, if you're back, please check in. I'm ready for your question. I just checked and it doesn't look like your question is on Cash App, Jazz. So if you can post it when you're ready, that would be great. So, Sophie, I got a maybe, but I did ask Spirit if it's more like leaning towards a yes or a no, and I am getting a yes. It's leaning towards yes. Um, the maybe was the Seven of Cups, which means that this person has a lot of choices and decisions and plans and options this year and hasn't quite narrowed it down or nailed down or made a decision yet, if that is the plan. Um, Another not so great sign from someone is to when they're like leaving their options open. And I don't want you to be like put on the back burner. I don't want you to be like a option or just like another choice if something falls through for this person. But I do feel like this is leaning more towards a yes than a no, but that's like as clear as I can get right now. Minor, you can ask a yes no question, but just post it right away, please. Thank you, Luna. So you're saying you will have other women to choose from. I've gotta say, I wasn't actually necessarily picking up on other women. I was just thinking like other options as far as like plans. I think women could be in there in the mix, but more so like plans with his friends and like his day-to-day life and like what he feels like doing that particular day, like where he plans on going, or like for me personally it just seemed more like if something comes up he wants to have his options open. So I don't want to specifically say it was other women. I definitely think that's a possibility, but intuitively I wasn't specifically just picking up other women. I was more so picking up like other things that he might want to do, traveling, his job, or if he has a career, or if he's a student, or if he just wants to hang out at his place, or if he does want to pursue another love interest, that's also an option if he wants to hang out with his friends. Like, I feel like for him, he just likes to have his options open. He doesn't want to like be expected to do anything. And I think that's why there's a lot of in and out energy from this person this year. Oh my God, you're right. It's his kids and work. No, you are right, because he's a sergeant. Sergeant, a lot of responsibility. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I wasn't particularly picking up other women. That's not the intuitive message I received. I meant more so like the activities that he's involved in. All right, is Habib thinking about me lately? This is for Manor, please. Manor, I am getting a yes. King of Swords. Love it how on point you are, Luna. Oh, thank you, High Priestess. Just gotta go with my gut sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna have to move on to James because I don't think Ajaz left her question with me. So Ajaz, if you're here, check in. We're ready for your question. I'm gonna have to move on to James. James, if you're here, please check in with me. You get all of us like, oh shit. You're 100% right. And I didn't say anything about him. You're good. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Sophie. All right. So, James, if you're here, please check in. If not, no worries. I'll just go ahead and get started on your reading. All right, cool, James. Thanks for checking in. All right, so first up, we got love option number 2. Oh, you just posted that again. Okay, we'll use that one. Love option 2 with Patty. James, I just saw your question. Oh my God. James! Sorry. I jumped ahead a little bit. But, oh my God, does that make me happy? All right, let's shuffle. You are like, what is it called? Burying the lead. You never told me. Like, I mean, I knew you guys were seeing each other more and stuff, but like, you never told me how it went down or anything like that. Yes, I know. Oh shit moment. James, you like never told me. Did you like how did it happen? Like, were you just like, did you just kind of tell her like, I want to see more of you? Like, did you, I mean, how did like the connection actually get into like a more like in-person kind of connection versus just like telepathic and virtual? Like, something happened. Did you like ask her out? Were you just like very straightforward with her? Because I knew that you guys were seeing each other more and more, but I don't know like what exactly solidified you guys like spending more time together. Because I remember, was it like in November maybe? I don't know. It was sometime towards the end of last year. And I remember saying to you, like, I think at this point, we just have to go balls to the wall and just like be forward and just be like, I'm here. I want this. What you do with that information is your choice. And I just never got the story on that. And I'm actually like really excited for you. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I think it was like in October I told you I see something happening with you guys around the end of the year. Didn't I? Actually, she reached out to me, texted me, then I just called her and we spent like 3 hours on the phone the first time. Then we just continued by talking every day. Dang, that's awesome. I'm so happy she came around. Wow. That's wild. Taka, I have your question. Thank you. That's crazy. High Priestess. So, like, a little backstory. James has been coming to me for probably a year. And he's really been trying to ground this connection between him and this person. And when I would do readings for him, it was like suddenly, almost like all of a sudden, my channeling abilities just like went wild. And I like channeled a lot of information for this guy. And I like, I just was like, how am I? It's almost like when I would do readings for James, it was like a normal reading I do for other people. But for James, it was like on steroids. It was crazy. And I started tapping into like further things than like I even understood with him. And then he told me that he's a Reiki master, and that he like is able to tap in further to spiritual side. And I think it's because he is so open spiritually that I was able to connect with him on a deeper level. And this girl, like, I think he was really about to give up on this connection mentally. He just got to the point where he was just like, at this point, I don't want to give up on her, but I think I need to pull my energy back. And I don't know, maybe she felt it. I don't know what it was, but like it's like all of a sudden when he like pulled the pressure off and when he pulled back and he was just like, all right, do your thing, then she just came, I guess she just came for him. And it seems like he was actually able to ground the connection, which is crazy. I surprised her on Christmas. I got her some gifts and left them anonymously. She figured out it was me. And I remember you asking about that too. Oh my God, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, I'm not going to hold up the reading any longer. Let me go ahead and shuffle. This has been such a long time coming. When James says that, he's not kidding. This really is like a person he has, energetically pursued for a very long time. And I'm just so happy for him that it's starting to feel like it's like it's tangible, Wow. That is such a long time. Okay, love option number 2 with Patty, please. For James and Patty. Oh my God, I just saw the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Oh my, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, so we have 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I tell you guys, if I do readings for y'all, this is rare. This happens like once a month, maybe twice a month, but it rarely ever happens, especially in the 5 or 6 card reading, because there's 78 cards in the major arcana. And so what are your odds that you're not only going to get one of these cards, but 2 of them? I have in this reading, James, the Empress and the Emperor. They're both here. They're both freaking here. So what that means to me is a high level soul connection of like the toppiest tier. Okay, this is high caliber relationship, and it means that she's come into her best version and she's able to meet you where you are, so that way you guys can have a like a really good relationship. There's a really good balance here. And the fact that there are 4 wands at the bottom of the deck is like saying this is going to continue to move into the next phase. So like right now you're moving into the next phase of the relationship. She pulled out the Emperor. This is a stabilized connection for me. All of your cards: Temperance, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yeah, I'm ready, James. Like when that happens, no rush, but like if that does happen, I need to know. Hey, Shar, you can ask a yes no question for sure, but I have to get to you in between readings because we got a long list, okay? All right, so that's like a really big deal. The fact that you have both the Emperor and the Empress, it means like fertile ground. There's a lot of room for growth here. She's finally able to meet you where you're at, and that this connection is becoming stabilized. I feel like for her, she's showing you, she could be showing you patience, maybe not necessarily caution or hesitancy anymore. But I do feel like for her, and she's like dipping her toes in. She's open to exploring more with you, but she's doing it slowly and she's taking her time with it. She's doing it at her own pace. Shar, I have your question. I'll call on you in just a second. Just bear with me. Her thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Thoughts are Nine of Pentacles, so she feels like she's being rewarded by opening herself up to you. Her feelings is that she's willing to make the effort. Her intentions is that she's curious to see where this goes, and she's open to taking more steps along this journey with you. I'm not getting that there's any outside influences or blocks at the moment. Things seem pretty clear and open and stable. No way, that's crazy. I'm invested in this love story now. You're all invited. Oh my god, can you imagine if we got an invite to the wedding? Okay, so let's move into your mini reading question. So this, if you guys see the question on the screen, this is why I kind of freaked out, because I was like, holy. All right, where does the relationship go from here, please? I see commitment, James. I think this could be the year of commitment. Where does it go from here, please? Where does it go from here? I want to have equal give and take, reciprocity. So equal effort. I think if you give a little, she'll give a little, and you guys will slowly build on this. Where does the relationship go from here? Soul contract. Where does the relationship go from here? Hey Ray, welcome in. Where does the relationship go from here? Destiny. Full contract, destiny, commitment, reciprocity. Where does the relationship go from here? Where does the relationship go from here? Inseparable. All right, so to me, that makes me feel like you guys are just going to continue to build on this, continue to want to be around one another, be in each other's company. Let's see how she felt about that goodnight kiss really quickly. How did Patty feel about the goodnight kiss? Ooh, okay, so 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor is coming out again. How does she feel about the goodnight kiss? All right, so I am getting that she enjoyed it. She felt closer to you in this moment. So this was a good kiss to her. She felt safe and protected. There's a healing energy about you, James, that I think you already are aware of, especially in your line of work. And I think that for her, it just felt like it was good. The 9 of Pentacles here also indicates like a long time coming, like maybe maybe she felt like she was being rewarded for, maybe doing the internal work, and maybe she felt like it was just a long time coming to share this moment with you in particular. I would say she enjoyed herself. Let's see. All right. Any other information about where the relationship goes from here? I'm getting commitment. Okay, so they're saying you're not supposed to know everything, James. The moon. There's balance in this relationship. There's reciprocity. There's mutual interest here in investing further into this connection. But the moon is saying that you're not supposed to know every single thing that's supposed to happen, but just know that there's a lot of building from here. So you guys are going to continue to take steps along your path forward. I don't think there's a lot that's going to get in your way moving forward. I think as long as you pace yourself and she doesn't rush herself and you guys just really enjoy every moment along the way and you don't add pressure, I think that this very naturally can unfold into something really, really good. Shar says, will I hear from Jay soon? Will Shar hear from Jay soon? Will she hear from Jay soon? Will Shar hear from Jay soon? Yes, I have 6 of Cups, Shar. And as we all know, 6 of Cups is reunion and reconciliation. Ray, hope you're doing well. Sorry I haven't had a minute to really fully address you. So hi, welcome into the live stream. James, thank you so much for the update. Thank you for being here, for the donation. I'm really excited for you. I want to be a part of this journey as, things play out for you on that. Let's see. Jazz, if you're here, please check in with me. Let's see. And then we'll have Rising, please check in. I know High Priestess is here. Taco left her questions with me, so we're good on that. Thank you. I'm so happy. Thank you for being a part of it with me. You're welcome, James. I always wanted to believe in you guys, to be honest. I wanted to, because I just know how much you care about her. So I'm happy to hear things are working out for you. All right, so Jazz, we'll give you another minute to check in and then we'll be moving on again. Rising Storm left her question with me, so if Jazz doesn't check in, then we'll just move on to Rising. But Rising, if you want to check in with me too, so I know whether or not to timestamp your reading, that would be great. All right, it doesn't look like Ajaz is here, so we're going to go ahead and work on Rising's reading. She left her questions with me under the donations. So let me find one of her comments to throw up on the screen. All right, we'll just pop that one up on there. All right, Rising Storm. What do you want to know, girl? What do you want to know? All right, Rising, this is for you. 1 hour, 54 minutes, 45 seconds into the live stream. We are shuffling for you now. Hopefully you can find your reading when you come back here. Okay, so Rising Storm, I am getting a yes. He will be getting a tarot card reading about you. Let's see if this has already happened. This has not happened yet. Spirit is saying this has not happened yet. Let's see. He's determined to understand more about this connection. We have the Chariot, and also we have the Three of Cups. So this indicates like adding in a third party into the mix, which would be a tarot reader. What is the tarot reader going to say about you to him? 9 of Swords, probably indicating some type of disappointment that you have in him. Let's see. What is the tarot reading going to be about? What is the tarot reading going to be about? So this tarot reader could be picking up on the fact that there's been a lot of silence or non-communication between you guys. 4 Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So I'm saying she, like the tarot reader is a woman. I don't know that for a fact. I think speaking on this person we're asking about, I think that person would be more comfortable with a male reader, but for some reason I'm referring this person as a she. So we'll see. There's a feminine nature quality to this tarot reader. But I feel like this tarot reader could be speaking on the fact that you're noticing disappointment. Oh my God. Whoa. This is crazy. So I have the 8 of Pentacles rising, and disappointment in the 8 of Pentacles. How he is using his money, if you know what I mean. Wow, that's interesting. Hey, Shar, I answered your question. I got a 6 of Pentacles for you, okay? That was a yes for me. Hopefully you saw that. Journey, thank you for the sub. I'll be with you. You have to hang around. When I call on you, just let me know you're here, and I'll get to you in between readings. What will this tarot card reading be about? What will they tell him? I think they're going to touch on the fact that you have feelings for him, because I have the 4 of Wands here and the 10 of Cups, so that you're looking for you're looking for some type of connection with him. You're looking for reality to, like, you know what I mean, like a more realistic connection with this person. You don't want things to stay in the ether. You don't want things to be telepathic, psychic. You don't want this like non-verbal communication with this person. You're looking for something substantial. You're looking to ground this connection. You're looking to take things to the next level. I feel like this tarot reader would probably tell them that there is a part of you that is still open to getting to know him. Let's see, what will this tarot reader talk about? So we have the star and the moon. So this is like evening time, usually when there's a veil or an illusion. And I think that also it's speaking to your emotions, speaking to your feelings. And so I think that the tarot reader would probably tell him that you're looking for clarity, you're looking for understanding, you're looking for this person to tell you this isn't all in your head. All right, so let's see at the bottom of the deck. Oh, we have 3 of Pentacles. So I think that the tarot reader would also tell him that you're open to friendship as well. All right, second question, rising at 2 hours and 2 minutes. No, sorry, 2 hours and 2 seconds. So, rising, I do feel like this person wants to be close to you. I'm asking, are they going to do anything about it? And I am getting a yes, 8 of Wands and Temperance. So, 8 of Wands, as we all know, is talking to you, communicating with you, pursuing you, taking action in your direction, chasing after you, fighting for you. That all falls under that category. Now, I don't think he wants to spook you. He doesn't want to scare you. He doesn't want to turn you off from him. So I think that he's not going to be very. What is the word? What is the word that I'm looking for? Clingy, maybe a version of that. I feel like he's not going to try to like put it all out there right away and kind of freak you out. I think he's going to take his time. Temperance, he's going to just kind of slowly let things unfold. I think that when things have been a long time coming, you have this urge to just kind of go for it and put it all out there, put it all on the line. But I think that he's worried about how you'll receive him. So I think that instead of like just being very, intense, I think that was the word I was looking for. Instead of being very intense about it, I think that he's just gonna try to take baby steps here. But he is actively working to pursue you. He is actively working to take action towards you. He wants to be close to you. High Priestess, thank you for your question. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Any other information here? Any other information here? All right, so we have the Empress and we have Strength. So this speaks to your beauty and his draw to you. Like he's very drawn, feels very like magnetic connection here. And there's like an attraction for you here. So I think it is hard for him to stay away. I do have the Six of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. As we all know, Wheel of Fortune indicates like luck, being on your side, feeling lucky, getting lucky. So I think he does feel blessed to know you. Also, the Wheel of Fortune paired with the Six of Swords kind of talks about like things just happening in their own timing, trying not to rush things, trying not to push too hard to add pressure to a connection. And the Six of Swords in reverse does indicate that he's not going anywhere. I don't think he's ready to let go of this. I don't think he's ready to move on from this. So that is what I have for you, Rising. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading with me. Let's take a look at the list here and see where we're at. Ajaz, if you're here, please check in with me. Ajaz, if you're here, we'll get to you after High Priestess. Really quickly, I'm going to answer this question for Journey. Journey, if you're here, please check in. Journey, we're calling on you to do your free reading. If you're here, just say hi. Here, drop an emoji, anything. High Priestess, I have your question. I'll post it. Journey, are you here? Journey, if you're here, you haven't checked in, but I'll answer you after High Priestess. Just gotta check in with me to make sure you're here, because I don't answer free reads for someone who's not in the room. High Priestess, what is the reason why Chris wants to keep our reconciliation such a secret from his son's mother? What is the reason why Chris wants to keep our reconciliation such a secret from his son's mother? What is the reason? What is the reason? Hey, Journey, thanks for checking in. I'll be right with you, okay? Just stick around, please. High Priestess, I think he's worried about the way that his relationship with his son's mother will change. I think that he thinks that he'll kill any opportunity to ever be with her again if she sees you with him. Not that he's actively pursuing her, but I think that he thinks he will burn that bridge. And therefore he doesn't want to do that. He likes keeping this person open as an option for him, and he feels like it will completely like destroy any chance of that ever happening. Now, if he's right about that, I don't know. Maybe that's not how she would feel about that, but I think his perspective or his fear is that he would burn that bridge. Your thing paused. I think that he is worried about what she will think about. I'm not saying he's actively pursuing her again, High Priestess. I think he just likes having her in his pocket. I think he's protective of their relationship. Number one, for their son together, because like he doesn't want to jeopardize his relationship with his son. If she acts like jealous, she might make his life harder, more complicated to have like co-parenting interactions. Also, I think that he knows he will burn that bridge with her if she knows that you are a sore subject for her. You are a very sensitive, like I feel like you make their relationship or their friendship or their co-parenting relationship, you make it very fragile. And I think that you are like a sensitive topic for her. And so he knows that if he ever like shows to her that he's with you, that's going to do nothing but cause problems for him. And not that he's actively pursuing her per se, but I think he likes the ability to keep her in his back pocket. I think he likes the ability of keeping that option open, and he knows that that's going to completely prevent, or he feels in his perspective is that he will not be able to come back from that. No. I mean, maybe, but I feel like he's gonna do it. Like, I feel like he will give her up for you. I think he will. I think he's gonna do what you want. Something makes me feel like he's gonna do what you want, but I think that he's been hesitant to do it this whole entire time because of that worry, because of that fear. And I think he's also thirdly very worried about her opinion. Um, and like judging him and being like, you really jumped into that really quickly with her. Like, remember all the stuff you guys have been through. Like, she's probably, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's the type of person that keeps her mouth shut. I feel like she's going to vocalize her opinion, and I think he just doesn't want to hear it. I think that's another reason why. So I'm not saying that he feels that you're less important than her. I don't feel like he feels like she's more important than you. But I do feel like he knows for a fact that, like, because it's such a sore subject, because you're such a sensitive topic to her, that if he sees that you guys have reconciled, or sorry, if she sees that you guys have reconciled, that's it. Like, he can't ever come back from that. Let's ask that question. All right, does he still love her? Does he still love her? Does he still love her? Does he still have feelings for her? There are still feelings there, yeah. I have the 3 of Swords. Love is a strong word, I gotta say. But he still has feelings for her, and so there could still be love in his heart. I have the 3 of Swords, so I feel like it still pains him, it still affects him that things didn't work out with her. Um, and then we also have, like, him trying to, I don't know, what is this? He feels like such a torn loyalty, it seems, between the 2 of you. Like, he feels loyal to her in certain ways that is different than the way that he feels loyal to you. Like, I think more than anything, it's like his feelings for her stem from the fact that they have children together. Whereas with you, which you guys could have children together. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Or maybe you guys don't have children. Um, I think his loyalty stems from the fact that you are the wife, you are his woman. Um, you know, he his loyalty to her stems from the fact that they have a child together. His love for you and his loyalty for you stems from the fact that you were his wife. You are his wife in his eyes. You were there before the children even existed. You know what I mean? And so I do feel like that compels him to have a stronger loyalty to you. But I think for him, he's broken up about it. I think that he does. I don't know. It feels like he failed. Either way, he feels like he's failing. Um, I'm gonna see what his true feelings for her are, because I feel like that's important for you to know. So let me see if I can get like a more straightforward answer. What are Chris's true feelings for his son's mother? What are Chris's feelings for his son's mother? Broken. I feel shattered about the situation, which I was picking up on, that he feels like he keeps just feeling like a failure. Like that word just keeps growing through, man. What are Chris's true feelings deep down for his son's mother? Overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. Yeah, High Priestess, I think that he may consider her an option for the future if it doesn't work out with you. I think he's trying to keep her around. This is hard. I think he's trying to keep her around. I think he's eager to see where things go with you. And I think he really wants to give it a chance, but I think that he wants to keep her around, and that makes it hard because that means he's not all in with you. That means that he has to make a decision. And ultimately that's hard for him. And ultimately, I hope this doesn't happen. I don't think it will, but I feel like there's like a 10% chance that he might make you make the decision. So that way he doesn't have to. I don't want you to lie. I need to hear this. I appreciate this because I suspected something. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think for me, it's just my delivery. I want to make sure that I'm clear, and I want to make sure that even though I'm offering what I intuitively feel, the cards that I'm getting, putting it all together, I want to make sure that my delivery isn't harsh, even if I'm delivering facts and I'm not holding back and I'm trying to be honest. I do try to make sure my delivery is more on the softer side, even if it's hard to hear, because that's just who I am as a reader. So I have to make sure that like I'm articulating things the correct way and I'm not being confusing and I am being clear. Jojo, there is a free list. I'll have to get to you in just a second, but you can ask your question now if you'd like. All right, so Journey, if you're here, check in with me. Journey, I am getting a no, 10 of Swords. I don't think anything's going to come from this. I'm getting a no, 10 of Swords, Journey. Jojo, would you like to post your yes, no question? Go for it. Hey, Jazz, if you're here, please check in with me. Taka, if you're here and you would like to check in, go ahead and do that. I have your questions still. High Priestess, I'm sending you love. And I know that was probably not easy to hear, but follow your intuition, okay? Taka, thank you for checking in. So Journey, I just answered your question. If you want to scroll back like a minute or so, I got a no. I got the 10 of Swords. I don't know if Ajaz is coming back tonight, guys. Okay. Taka says posting early. T's next actions. He's in timeout. Oh, that's reminding me, Taka, on New Year's Eve, I played a game. Hey, Nikitha, a Monopoly version for kids. It was Super Mario. And it's like a smaller game board, but I played it with my nephew. He got it for Christmas. And on New Year's Eve, we just played like a bunch of games until midnight. And it was funny because instead of going to jail, you go to timeout. And the game is for kids. And I just think that is so funny. And that's what that reminded me of when you said he's in timeout. I don't know. Maybe it's just funny to me, but I thought that was hilarious. Okay. So Nikitha, the free list is open. Just to go ahead and post your question below. You just have to hang tight because I'm getting to free reads in between readings, okay? Jojo asked if the free list was open. It is. You just have to be here when I call on you. So please post your yes, no questions. And when I get a chance, I will answer your question as long as you're here. High Priestess says, I caved and texted him. Wait, I lost my place. Oh, I caved and texted him. I got so upset with that reading. I need him to tell me the truth. I agree with you, High Priestess. I'm sorry you're so upset. I think it's important that he communicates with you clearly. I hope I'm wrong for the sake of your feelings. But I feel like your intuition's probably been telling you something for a while, and he just needs to be clear with you on his intentions and what's going on in his head. Okay, Nikitha, I have your question. Just bear with me while I get through some of these donations. All right. Where am I? Okay. Ajaz, if you show up, please post your question for me. She said she had an important conversation or an important phone call to take. And I don't know if she was able to make her way back in here or not. All right. I just think like making games would be so fun, like inventing new games. That would be so cool. I want to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. All right, general next 2 weeks. Okay, so first question, T's next actions, please. T's next action. It sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Like, how do you get in with a career like that? Look, I gotta tell you guys. So, I'm shuffling for you now, Taka. You know how, like, you have these videos where it's like, tell me your man is loyal without telling me? So, Brendan's out here now. He can hear me talking about him. He just spent probably an hour on the phone with his mom. And he calls her like once a week. If you guys find yourself a guy who communicates with his mom and checks in with her every week, that's how you know. T's next actions. You just walked out just to hear me talking about you, didn't you?
Yeah. Sure did.
T's next actions.
You behaved the boy. So I guess
T's next actions.
that's what the honest.
Now, like if your person involves their parents in every decision they make, and if they're talking to them every single day, all day long, that might be a red flag. But It's a green flag if they're checking in with their parents and taking the time to spend with them and talk to them. T's next actions. I want to tell you the truth. He wants to reveal to you. I think that he wants to communicate to you his feelings of inadequacy. I think that there's a lot that gets in the way of this connection, and I think it's him is like his feeling of unworthiness, feeling like you're better than he is, and feeling like he needs to figure that side of it out himself. To be completely clear, Taka, I don't think that he thinks that he's the one for you. I think that he feels like he just leaves you unsatisfied. He doesn't give to you what you want. I think that he's like saying like we both know I'm not the one for you. I don't know if his actions are going to be moving closer in your direction, because for actions I have space, the word space, that he needs more time to think. Hey Luna Ray, thank you for the donation. Let's see, what are his next actions? He's saying he's trying to move on, Taka. It might be good for you to kind of let it go. What are his next actions? Luna Ray, I believe you are next. Unless Ajaz finds her way back into this live stream tonight, you should be next on my list. He feels like relationships require equal give and take, and he knows he doesn't give that to you. He feels like he's replaceable. Like, he feels like, okay, so that's actually a good way to word it. He feels like you are irreplaceable, and he feels like he is replaceable. So these reoccurring themes in your relationship that he feels of inadequacy is leaving him feeling unworthy of you. Therefore, he feels like he needs to just let it go. That he's just not the person for you. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting, is that he feels like he's not it. He feels like he fails you. He neglects things that are important to you or that you need. Now, I don't say these things to deflect from the fact that I think he does really like you. I think he likes talking to you. He likes your rapport. He likes your company. But I think for him, he just has to face the music and realize that he's probably not the one. And maybe he feels like it's time that he probably walks away. Yes, to be honest, that's what I'm thinking. Luna Ray, if you would like to post your questions now, feel free to do that. I thought that if we did, they would be in the entertainment center. They're not on the right side. It's too one-sided, exactly. And like where it said like reciprocity, like he understands the foundation for a relationship, the very basic foundation of any stable relationship is equal give and take. Like, some people say the foundation is trust, and that's true, but you can't even get to the point of having trust with someone if you can't even give to them your effort and your energy. So he knows that he can't even give you the fundamental basic level. Like he's not even giving you a basic plan, okay? He's giving you a free trial. He's giving you nothing. And so I think that he knows that like that reciprocity isn't there. He's lacking effort on his end. Like he's not even meeting your needs on a very basic level. Hey Lisa, welcome in. How are you? Rising, you are, and I did already do your reading. I want to say it started around like the 155, 156 mark, which was probably like maybe 34, 35 minutes ago. So if you scroll back like 35-ish minutes, you should be able to kind of see where we started. Nothing. Yeah. You're good, Lisa. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm doing well tonight too. All right, next 2 weeks for Taka. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a last call. I was going to let this list come to a natural close, but I also was not expecting being here this long tonight. So let's do a last call. If anybody wants to donate right now before the list closes, feel free to do so. We have Ajaz and we have Luna Ray on the list. We're wrapping up Taka's reading now. So the next 2 weeks, Taka still feels like scattered energy. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You could be juggling quite a bit and feeling like, what is this? You're juggling quite a bit and feeling like you're having a hard time being able to find balance. So this scattered energy feels kind of chaotic. Will this balance out? Will this balance out after 2 weeks? Okay, will this balance out towards the end of 2 weeks? Maybe towards, yeah, okay. So definitely after 2 weeks, this energy will balance out. But it may even be a little bit more before 2 weeks is done. But I think the general whole underlying energy is that of feeling a bit scattered. Dave, do you want to use mine? Here. New one. Okay. All right, let's keep shuffling. You're welcome, Rising. Working a ton. Yeah, it just feels kind of chaotic, to be honest. Like, I feel like every day is a little bit unpredictable. Let's see. But you know what? I think over the next 2 weeks, you're kind of enjoying the hustle. Like, imagine like a movie montage where it's like someone's super busy. They're running here, they're running there, they're grabbing this item and they're running to their second shift and they're running into the door tying their apron, and then they work that whole shift and they crash into the bed and they wake up the next morning and do it all over again. But the thing is like throughout that whole montage is like they're nailing it. Like it is chaotic, it feels like you're juggling a lot, it feels hard to keep it balanced, but you're still executing things well and you're still feeling successful, you're still feeling accomplished. It's busy, but you're getting things done. And I think as long as you keep it in your head that things are going to balance themselves out before the end of the month, I think that's going to be also very helpful for you. Let's see. So if you feel like you're filling your plate too much, like if you're adding too many things, if there's anything that you can dial back on just for now until things kind of slow down, that would be good. But I still think that you can do it all. Just it's very scattered energy. It's like very running around like crazy. It's also reminding me of for some reason like Home Alone during the airport scene when they're all like running to get to their gate so they can get on the plane. Um yeah, I just feel like it's go, 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 go for you. You just have a lot going on the next 2 weeks. I feel like mostly focused on financial matters. We also have justice, so this could talk about like contracts, networking. This could even talk about the law. This could talk about new endeavors, new projects. Um, Critical thinking, seeking knowledge, seeking truth. So that could be a theme over the next 2 weeks. But I think mostly it's just about like working. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is like the boss mom, the mom boss. I don't think you have kids, but it's that kind of energy where it's like you're taking care of business at home, but you're also taking care of business at work and you're handling it proficiently. Mm. So yeah, just chasing the bag, work, career, just really busy over the next 2 weeks. That's where your focus is. I know. Why are you going to yoga at 6 a.m. and then clocking into work? You're crazy. I remember when I was working full time in a medical office, and people were like, because I would always do cycle after work. I go to a cycle class, and people were like, go to cycle like at 6 a.m. Do the 6 a.m. And I was like, you have got to be on crack if you think I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning, going to cycle at 6 a.m. and then having to be to work at 8. Like, no, 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 no. So don't do that to yourself. Like if you're enjoying it and it's getting you through and it's making you happy, follow your bliss. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, just know that you could be adding more pressure to yourself than anyone else would ever expect of you. Luna Ray, you can actually drop your questions now. Go for it because I'm going to be closing down this list here in just a second. Happy New Year. Hi, I Speak. Welcome in. Hopefully you had some good holidays. All right, guys, the list is now closed. Fortunately for me, it came through naturally because I really didn't want to have to shut my list down. But it seems like no one else was prepared to make a donation, which works for me because that means that I'm not turning anyone away. So we're going to go ahead and finish. Yes, Jojo, drop your question. We're going to go ahead and finish up my list and then move on. Nikitha, are you here? Nikitha, if you are here, please check in with me. I Speak. If you have a yes no question you'd like to ask, go for it. All right, donations are. Who do I have? I'm already drawing a blank. Okay. Last call for Ajaz. Ajaz made a donation for a mini reading. Last call for Ajaz. Nikitha is here. All right, Nikitha says, will I get admission offer for BM program in 2024? Yeah. Nikitha, I'm getting a yes. Knight of Cups. Jojo. Rising says, thank you, Luna. I have a feeling Memphis reading is you. Let me know. Dang, Rising, wouldn't that be wild? That I would be reading into the future of a reading that I would be doing for someone. That would be crazy. I'll let you know if that happens. All right, Jojo says, is he interested, attracted to me? Show me a yes or a no. Show me a yes or a no for Jojo. Is he interested? Is he attracted? Show me a yes or no. I feel like this is a yes, Jojo. I have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You can Google what those meanings are if you like. All right, so Luna Ray donated for 2 questions. Taka, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And you're welcome. All right, so first question for Luna Ray is, what stage is my DM Terry at in our physical union taking place? You're welcome, Nikita. All right, all lists are closed. We're not answering any more I'm losing my mind. We're not answering any more free questions or donated questions. I'm going to be finishing up my list and then we're going to be ending this live. I speak. Thank you. I am doing well. This year is starting off beautifully. We had a great New Year's Eve. Probably one of my favorites that we've had in a while. So I like that the year started off with such good energy. I hear a lot of people say New Year's always lets you down, but this year we just didn't put any expectation, and I think it ended up being a really nice New Year's. I will be eating leftover nachos. I made nachos last night, and I will be eating leftovers. It's going to be so good. All right. Spirit, what stage is Luna Ray's DM Terry at? In a physical union. Where is he at? 2 of Cups. Okay. Where is he at? The Chariot. Girl, he's coming for you. Okay. I don't know. This is kind of crazy. I feel like he's on the way, Luna Ray. The Magician. This is a lot, High Priestess. This is a lot, Major Arcana cards here. We also have the Sun. Let's see what he's thinking. Gangules and fried chicken. Am I saying that right? So actually, that's my favorite kind of rice, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Luna Ray, he's on the way. Chariot indicates direction, devotion, moving forward, with dedication. This person does not have any distractions in their way right now. They're looking at you with tunnel vision and they're coming for you. 2 of Cups indicates union, desire for partnerships and connection with you, committed relationships, and even marriage. He's saying, I left when things got hard, but I think that things are turning around for him. We also have the Sun, which indicates good times ahead, bright times ahead. And I feel like this is his decision. What is he thinking? What is he feeling? What is he thinking? What is he feeling? Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way that I planned. Maybe he had some hiccups along the way, or maybe he wanted something to turn out differently with you, and when they didn't, he didn't know what to do. Reunion! Oh my god, we have reunion. We will always come back to each other. Self-love. I am still trying to heal. Just kind of what I was talking about. I touched on a minute ago. Responsibilities. Your food smells so good. Is that like ham and cheese or something? It is?
Yeah.
It's ham and cheese? Oh my god, it smells so good. It says responsibilities. I have to take care of my needs, my emotional needs, maybe even his financial needs as well. It's been a long road for sure. Everyone's making me hungry. Everyone's talking about this chat about what they're gonna eat. I'm starving, guys. All right, Terry, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? We are both hurting from this, is what he says. I want to fix our connection. I think that's where we just have to leave it because the message keeps repeating itself. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Luna Ray. I see that you donated for a BOGO, so what can I answer for you as your second question? Yum. Mexican soup. Everyone's talking about different things right now. I'm smelling ham and cheese. Like, is it a breakfast bowl that you're eating? Ham and cheese breakfast bowl. We got stuffed bell peppers. I'm eating nachos. Grilled fish. All kinds of stuff. So good. What is that thing that you like to get from, like, the shrimp? What's it called? The shrimp shack? Where it's like fried.
The po' boy?
Oh, po' boys. That's what it's reminding me of, Luna Ray. Your shrimp, your fried shrimp wrap. It's making me think of po' boys for some reason. Yum, that sounds good. You know, something I had from our Mexican restaurant most recently, like if you guys like fajitas, and if your local Mexican restaurant has something called Monterey tacos, I'm sure every restaurant's a little bit different, but this was almost like fajitas but in taco form, and it was so good. It was like grilled steak and shrimp with like peppers. I think they put mushrooms and cheese. And it was basically like almost eating fajitas, but it was tacos. And I don't know, it made it feel like it was different, but it was really good. It's like my new favorite thing to get from there. And because it wasn't fajitas, it was just like fajitas, they charge less for it. So good. All right, we are wrapping up this reading here for Luna Ray. It doesn't look like Ajaz is gonna make it, so I'll be signing off after this. But thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for all the donations, contributions, support, likes on this live stream. If you're on the way out and haven't had a chance to yet, please make sure you like this live stream. It really helps with my exposure. What does Spirit want Luna Ray to to do at this time? So Luna Ray, Ace of Swords here says, be prepared for communication. Just mentally prepare yourself. Take note of what you want to say, how you want to communicate with this person. You can even write it down, or at least give yourself a bullet point. You probably have a lot of emotions and thoughts when it comes to this, but I think that it's important that you're prepared to have a conversation with this person, especially because the energy is that he's pursuing you and that he's coming for you. I think you need to get your thoughts together. Yeah, you never leave hungry. No, that's for sure. So much food, so affordable. Let's see. What do you want her to do at this time? What do you want her to do at this time? All right, so Luna Ray, there's something here about needing to have your composure. You're probably going to have a lot of feelings. You're going to have a lot of things come up. Once this person communicates with you and reaches out to you, I think things will just start flooding your mind of like, what are they going to say? What do they want to say to me? What do I want to say to them? They're kind of showing like aces, a lot of aces here, things happening very quickly. A lot of communication coming in immediately. You could probably hear from this person very soon. I'm just going to throw that out there. And so you want to get your head on straight. You don't want to, because of all these emotions, you don't want to have like an emotional communication. Like you don't want to react to something that they do or take something that they say personally. You want to just try to compose yourself as much as possible, which I think is why it's important. Spirit is saying like write it out, like get your feelings out there if you want. That way, like your emotional aspect, that emotional threshold has been broken because you already feel like in some therapeutic way you've expressed yourself. But then therefore you don't overexpress yourself in the actual communication with this person. I feel like Spirit's just saying that there's like going to be a floodgate. And I think for you, Luna Ray, too, you probably don't even realize that you've been holding a lot in, with with this person. Like you probably, once you get pen to paper, or if you speak into like a voice note or a memo or something, and you start going, you're going to realize you have a lot more to express and a lot more to say. And it might even surprise you. I said, "Oh my god, yes, I don't remember what it's like to be with a man. I'm scared." So just kind of like just mentally prepare yourself, compose yourself, get yourself ready for communication, get yourself ready for a conversation. Um, let's see. We also have strength in Leo energy, so I mean, as we all know, Leos like to feel good, they like to look good. There could be things like that you want to get done in a physical way. You could want to get a new hairstyle, you could want to get a wardrobe or a new, I don't know if you're expecting to like hook up with this person, maybe a new lingerie set, maybe get your nails done, maybe change things up a little bit. Like do something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel more in your feminine. And everything shower, it could be as basic as that. I just think for you, getting yourself like mentally, spiritually, physically ready for this person to come in is going to be really important. Is there anything else that she needs to do during this time? Let's see. Anything else she needs to do at this time? Forgiveness. Crazy. There might be a part of you that could resent this person for walking away. or if you're feeling abandoned by this person, or if you're feeling, I don't know, there could be a portion of you that might need to just forgive and let go. Um, just accept what has happened in order for you to feel like you're able to move forward. Grubhub, look, we hardly ever eat out. I will say that. But I will never, ever, ever use DoorDash again. Ever. So I gotta look into Grubhub. I gotta look into something else. DoorDash is bullshit. I don't remember what it's like with me. What is 15 years we've been together? Yes, composure's right. Check mark. Debating dyeing my hair. I've literally have gotten so many wet hairs for that part. So Lunar Ray, I think for you, it's just more about making you feel good. This isn't about him. I need you to understand this is about you. This is about getting yourself right and making sure you are giving yourself the justice that you deserve in order to have a successful relationship with this person, in order to feel like you're not betraying yourself and you are airing out your grievances, and that you're coming to this relationship feeling good and feeling the best version of yourself. I think ultimately that's what they want you to do. You're welcome, Luna Ray. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's been 3 hours since I've been here, which in a work day, that's a great amount of time, but for a live stream, that's a pretty lengthy live stream. Ajaz, if you get this, I'm going to have to get you next time, girl. Just let me know, or I can send you a voice memo via email. Just email me if that's your preference. You're welcome, Luna Ray. I'm happy to hear that that was beneficial for you. Absolutely. Bye, Rising. Bye, everyone else. Bye, Luna Ray. If you're still in here and I haven't called you out or singled you out, thank you for being here. I will see you guys next time. Adios.